Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery. Still no suspects or leads in the anonymous bomb threat made at Summit High School this Monday. Sheriff Jamie Fitzsimons.
The FBI and our detectives are still working on it, and they'll work it until they actually reach out and touch somebody or it reaches a dead end. Authorities
believe this week's threat is not tied to another recent threat of school violence on Instagram. The suspect in the Instagram case remains in jail, due in court next Tuesday. We continue reporting on lithium-ion batteries responsible for 2 recent home fires in Eagle County. Captain Eric Johnson with Red, White, and Blue Fire is our local expert here on battery fires.
It starts what's called a thermal runaway process, and that's where cell after cell after cell ignites itself and burns at a very high temperature. And because of that, it's problematic to stop that chain reaction.
Lithium-ion also powers electric vehicles. EVs are outnumbered 100 to 1 on I-70, and none of them have caught fire here in Summit. But they will require special tactics.
Thinking about large amounts of water to put them out and then accessing the bottom of the car to begin that cooling process. Sometimes we have to do that by flipping the car or lifting it up.
Even nationwide, EV fires are rare. 1 in 10,000 vehicle fires are currently EVs. 1 in 200 are fuel engines. Dillon Mayor Carolyn Scavira got a crash course this week on special zoning for redevelopment downtown.
In theory, it sounds like it could be great.
She calls this homework for an imminent town core plan.
Like at Bluebird Market, I don't exactly know what they're doing, but they do have a special district down there, and you see that fee on top of everything you buy there. You're helping pay back the cost of actually building that place.
The plan from a Detroit group is not approved. Council has not even seen it.
I think it's absolutely another tool in the toolbox, and if that's a way to sort of sweeten the pot and make anyone interested in taking the risk to do a big project in the downtown, that's exactly what we've been looking for.
Scavira said she and Council will tread cautiously. There is still a lot to learn. This is Under the Radar with Silverthorne Town Manager Ryan Highland.
You need a passport. You need your tax documents. There's a lot of stuff that is the only way you can get it.
That mail and more is falling through the cracks at 2 of Summit's most dysfunctional post offices in Silverthorne and Dillon.
Even the normal level of service over the last couple of years isn't acceptable.
Services are improving slightly, like mailbox delivery.
I did see in the Willowbrook neighborhood that there's a new contractor, and so hopefully seeing a little bit of movement there.
Staffing has always been a struggle, and even that could be changing.
The county's been communicating with the Postal Service and really trying to offer up some housing for their employees, and it looked like for the first time the Postal Service, I think, is actually going to take them up on that.
Recent pressure from U.S. congressmen is helping for now. And if it fails?
We are one of the mountain communities that is considering some collective legal action. Don't know how effective that will be, but it is kind of an effort of last resort.
Tune in again next week for Under the Radar with local town managers. In sports, the Avalanche played the Lightning today at 5 on ESPN. The Nuggets face the Magic at 5. And in local sports, today on The Warmup, brought to you by iFurnish in Frisco and Kremling. The Summit Girls swim team is sending 8 swimmers to state this year, like senior freestyle specialist Kaz LaBosch.
I'm really excited to swim some individuals because last year I just swam a few relays.
Fellow senior Allison Kuntz is heading back to state thanks to a new school record.
I already had a goal and I beat it, so I'm just trying to set it lower. I beat the 100 breaststroke record, and so now I'm trying to set it even lower.
Senior team captain Pelham Wagensile is also back for the freestyle relay, making her first trip to state since freshman year.
I've just been really excited. It's kind of been a while since I've been to state, so I just like the energy and everyone's so positive.
Girls are down to the Front Range tonight for opening day of state early tomorrow. This has been The Warm-Up. In other preps, the Summit High Nordic ski team was racing at Gold Run in Breck today. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery.